Good morning all. Chikara-reiki-do, the healing touch, or hug and rub therapy. There's so many different ways of healing out there nowadays. It's getting more and more difficult to choose what's right for you. Now you all know I'm a great believer in keeping it simple, so allow me to share my thoughts. I look at what nursing entails today and can't help but think it's totally lost the plot. I know, call me old-fashioned. Molière said, nearly all men die of their medicines, not their diseases. I don't think you need a university degree to put food in one end and remove it from the other. Whatever happened to instinctively or intuitively doing the right thing? You know, like trusting beyond any doubt a mother's intuition to know what's instinctively right for her child. It doesn't seem to get a look in these days. You have to trust yourself implicitly. I cannot repeat it enough. If someone is crying, hug them, hold them, stroke their hair, pat their back, coo softly. I don't care what age, sex or ethnic minority or majority they are. I don't care what the governing bodies or your neighbours say. They're a human being in distress, and we humans respond to touch. As Confucius say, to put the world right in order, we must first put the nation in order. To put the nation in order, we must first put the family in order. To put the family in order, we must first cultivate our personal life. We must first set our hearts right. Most people, like you and me, are honest and decent. I trust my intuition implicitly to know when things feel odd. A man who fears suffering is already suffering from what he fears, says Michael de Montaigne. UK nurses now do a 3-year university degree course, the majority of the time without seeing a real person who is sick, called the patient. You can also do a 3-year Reiki degree course. I know, don't ask. And the patient is very dangerous by all accounts, covered in foreign germs, dirt, and unknown, unseen organisms. And so begins the great deception. The patient must be kept at a distance. The greater the better, and preferably at the end of something long and sharp. Patients are a walking biohazard. The nurse, to protect herself, wears plastic gloves, apron, overshoes, and a smear of chemicals. Touch is the last thing on her mind. Remember, when the doctors went on strike in Los Angeles, Saskatchewan and Israel, death rates dropped, and within 5 days after the strikes ended, normal rates were resumed. Reiki healing has worked miracles in the past because it offers the complete opposite. You talk to your clients. You offer a reassuring hand to hold. You get involved emotionally and support them. When they cry, you hug and cry too sometimes. When it hurts, you touch and perhaps rub it better. The Reiki rub, remember. At the beginning and end of a session, you hug like a human being. When we feel safe and secure with others of our choice, be they friends, colleagues, family, children, therapists or animals, we love to touch each other. It's natural and bonding. It serves to make you feel more safe and secure in your life. You feel more loved and confident, more happy and relaxed. The intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant. We've created a society that honours the servant and has forgotten the gift, said Albert Einstein. You don't need a blooming university degree to know when to hug someone. You need only to trust your intuition. You don't need what amounts to a chemical warfare suit either. You need only to trust your intuition. In a crisis situation, your first instinct is to touch. In a non-crisis situation, your natural instinct draws you to touch. It shows love, compassion, a mutual understanding and empathy. Touching another person allows you to sense them more clearly. Whatever the situation, be it birth, death or marriage, cancer, relationship splits, a fall from your bicycle or grace, a hug will improve your outlook. It'll improve the final outcome. It'll make you feel safer and more self-confident. It'll make you feel not alone anymore. To live without touch is to live a life of isolation, a life alone, feeling unloved and unlovable. Just watch children play naturally. They tumble, gambol and pile on top of each other, laugh and shout. They touch, point, poke, stroke, pinch, fight, hold and hug. They form a team, a group, a family, cemented by touch. So be as little children. Keep it simple, honest and natural. Trust your healing touch, and others will respond and trust it too. Can't get more chuffing than that. Now have a powerful chikara-reiki-do weekend.